Whispering Shadows welcomes you all. The haunting frequency of UBV 76. In the quiet, frozen reaches of Western Russia lies an unassuming relic of the Cold War. Known to the world as the buzzer, the UBV 76 has been broadcasting its monotonous signal on the frequency of 466.25 kHz every single day for over half a century. A low, droning hum pulses endlessly through the ether, interrupted sporadically by cryptic Russian messages, whispered as though from the depths of an unearthly void. What or who could be behind this mysterious transmission? For decades, conspiracy theorists, radio enthusiasts, and curious minds alike have sought answers, yet none have surfaced. Instead, the questions have only multiplied, like shadows lengthening at dusk. It began in the mid-1970s. The Cold War's icy grip chilled both East and West, and whispers of nuclear annihilation were as commonplace as the sound of wind through bare trees. Amidst this tension, amateur radio operators began picking up an unusual signal. At first, it was nothing remarkable, a repetitive beep cutting through the static. But then the tone changed. A peculiar buzz replaced the beeps, relentless and hypnotic, like the heartbeat of something unseen but omnipresent. Reports soon emerged of eerie interruptions. A distorted voice would suddenly speak, reciting strings of numbers, names, or incomprehensible codes. These moments came without warning and ended just as abruptly. To those tuning in, it was as if they were overhearing a secret too dangerous to fully comprehend. The village that time forgot. UBV 76's origins were traced to a desolate military installation near a decaying Russian town. Locals in Povarovo, the station's alleged original location, spoke of its strangeness with hushed voices. Natalia Ivanova, an elderly woman who had lived in the area her entire life, claimed the station had always been there, but not there. Her late husband, Sergei, once a driver for the local military commander, often whispered strange stories after returning from duty. He spoke of empty halls within the installation, doors that slammed shut despite the absence of wind, and faint, untraceable whispers echoing down the corridors. "No one ever goes there," Natalia said, her voice trembling. "The soldiers, they left years ago, but the buzzing never stopped." Indeed, the facility appeared abandoned. Rust streaked its walls and ivy crawled through broken windows. Yet the broadcast persisted, unbroken, as if the building itself had become the transmitter's lifeblood. Was it automated, or was there something, or someone still inside? Shadows in the snow. In 2010, the transmission abruptly ceased for several hours, plunging its global audience into frantic speculation. When the broadcast resumed, it had a new source. Investigators tracked the signal to a military base near St. Petersburg, confirming suspicions of a relocation. But why and how? The Povarovo site was reportedly deserted, its equipment dismantled, yet some claimed they still saw faint lights glowing in its windows at night, flickering like distant candles. A group of urban explorers, drawn by curiosity and bravado, ventured to the Povarovo station in the winter of 2012. They documented their journey meticulously, capturing footage of derelict equipment, faded Soviet insignias, and unsettlingly intact radio consoles. But what the footage didn't capture, what the explorers only spoke of after returning, was far more chilling. "We heard voices," one of them confessed during an interview. Not human voices, though. They were wrong. Echoing, layered, like two people speaking the same words in slightly different tones. And it wasn't Russian. I don't know what language it was. Others dismissed their account as hysteria brought on by isolation and fear. But those who had studied UBV 76 for years were less quick to mock. They knew the station's history was riddled with unexplainable events. The dead man's switch. One of the most persistent theories surrounding UBV 76 is that it functions as a dead man's switch for Russia's infamous perimeter system. This Cold War-era mechanism was designed to launch a nuclear counterstrike automatically if key Russian leaders were incapacitated. Could the incessant buzzing be a lifeline to a doomsday device, a signal ensuring the system remained dormant? If so, what would happen if the buzzing stopped? Skeptics dismiss this idea, pointing out that such a critical system would likely be far more secure and hidden. Yet the theory persists, fueled by the station's relocation and the occasional interruptions in its broadcast. In one particularly chilling instance, a message transmitted in 2013, Command 135 issued, sent conspiracy forums into overdrive. What command? Issued to whom? Or what? A network of ghosts. UBV 76 is not alone. Other stations, nicknamed the Pip and the Squeaky Wheel, share similar characteristics. Cryptic tones punctuated by enigmatic messages. Some believe these stations form a global network, a web of signals connecting clandestine operations. But what if the connections are not of this world? A chilling hypothesis suggests these broadcasts are not intended for humans at all. Instead, they may be a form of communication with something beyond our understanding. The repetitive buzz, the indecipherable codes, the layered voices, are they meant to keep us away or to call them closer? The final transmission. In 2015, a peculiar event occurred. A listener recorded a transmission from UBV 76 that deviated starkly from its usual pattern. Instead of the steady hum, there was silence, a suffocating void that seemed to stretch endlessly. Then came the sound of static, rising and falling like the breath of some immense, unseen entity. A distorted voice crackled through, uttering a single chilling phrase in Russian. Oni priblizhayutsya. They are coming. The broadcast resumed its monotonous buzz moments later, as if nothing had happened. Official channels dismissed it as a technical glitch, but those who heard it were not convinced. The phrase spread through online forums, fueling dark speculations about what they might be. Today, UBV 76 continues its endless transmission, a ghostly presence in the digital age. Radio enthusiasts still tune in, hoping to catch a fleeting message or make sense of its secrets. But perhaps some mysteries are not meant to be unraveled. The buzzer hums on, indifferent to the curious minds it ensnares. And as the nights grow colder and the world's shadows deepen, one can't help but wonder. What will it say next? But before we close, I want to invite you to join this journey into the unknown. If you found this story intriguing, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with friends who love a good mystery. Subscribe to our channel for more tales that blur the lines between reality and the extraordinary. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be the first to know when our next chilling story goes live. What do you think lies behind UBV 76's cryptic transmissions? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Let's unravel the mystery together. Echoes beyond understanding. Over the years, more evidence has emerged, pointing to strange, inexplicable connections between UBV 76 and other mysterious occurrences. In 2020, an international team of amateur radio enthusiasts noticed a peculiar synchronicity. At the precise moment UBV 76 emitted a rare fragmented message, seismic sensors in remote Siberia detected a localized, unexplained tremor. Could these events be linked? If so, how could a radio signal influence geological activity? Theories grew darker as researchers uncovered tales of vanished expeditions in regions near UBV 76's old locations. One story tells of a team of hikers who disappeared in 1987 after attempting to triangulate the station's original signal. Their last known radio transmission reportedly described a strange hum in the ground, like it was alive. Years later, when a new group attempted to trace the hikers' path, they found no sign of human remains, only a series of deep, evenly spaced marks in the frozen earth, as though something massive had moved through the wilderness. From its eerie origins to its cryptic transmissions, UBV 76 remains an enigma. Is it a relic of human conflict, an instrument of deterrence, or something far beyond our comprehension? As the station buzzes on, it seems to straddle two worlds, one of mundane explanations and one of cosmic terror. Perhaps the truth lies in the static, waiting for someone brave or foolish enough to decode its secrets.